Author's POV. Only 2 candidates? Yes, Mrs. Freen and Becky are the only candidates for the school council president, he said. Mrs. Pond sighed in disappointment. The election day is coming, but only 2 candidates wanted to grab the opportunity. Can I know why no one else wanted to? I prepared at least 5 candidates to participate, not even a male student? Mrs. Pond asked, looking at Theo, who are rubbing his nape. Apparently, they gave up after knowing who's the 2 other candidates. Flashback. Should I join? This is good for my extra marks to go to college. How many candidates now? He said, asking Theo, who giving the flyers to everyone. There's only 2, Theo replied. The male student smiled before nodding his head. Alright, I'm in. I will meet Mrs. Pond later, and by the way, can I know who's the other 2 candidates? Freen and Becky. He froze, looking at Theo in surprise as he immediately shook his head repeatedly, giving the paper back to Theo, who looking at him confusedly. No. I won't go against them. There's no use. They might trick me with their intelligence. He immediately walked away before Theo could say something. Theo sighed in frustration before finding another person. No, I can't compete with them, only insane people will do. Oh shit, no, I don't want. I will vote Freen for the school council president by myself. You want me to compete against Becky Armstrong? Oh hell. Nah. I don't want to. I'm waiting to date her, to be honest. God, she's pretty. That's what most of the students will say, and then running away. Theo, starting to give up before, went toward the teacher's room. End of the flashback. I mean, they are kinda right, but I was hoping for someone to at least try, Mrs. Pond said, sighing while looking at the application. I'm sorry, Mrs. I think it is fine to just go with it. Yeah, I think so too. It was almost impossible to find another candidate. Freen and Becky are the only one who are brave enough to compete each other. Alright, you can proceed now, Theo. Thank you for helping me, Mrs. Pond said, smiling as Theo immediately bowed before leaving the room. Good morning, everyone. Today, as you can see, we will having the election for the position of the school council president. We have 2 candidates that are willing to grab the chance to become the new school council president. Give a round of applause to Freen 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆 and Rebecca Patricia Armstrong. The 2 students walked to the stages as everyone cheered loudly. Freen sat on the chair after bowing to the other students as Becky did the same. The hall became a chaos seeing the 2 famous and top student in the same stage together. Freen 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈 can step on. Me. Becky, I can bark. Too. Whoa, chill, everyone chill. We will start in a minute. Please calm down, Theo said, calming everyone down. Freen took a quick glance to Becky, who's still smiling before chuckling and leaned her body on the chair, crossing her arms. You can step back if you want, we still got time, Freen whispered loud enough for her to hear. Wow, are you scared? If you are scared, just say it. You have been telling me to step down since yesterday, Freen. Becky chuckled bitterly, still looking away as the surroundings suddenly become quiet after the MC started to speak. Shall we listen to our future school council president now? Yes! 10. Theta. 7. 1. How about we start with Rebecca Patricia Armstrong? Yes! The crowd started to get crazy when Becky grabbed the mic, making Freen letting out a chuckle on her seat as she looks at the smaller girl standing. What a simp, Freen mumbled. So? Hi everyone. I am Rebecca Armstrong from the 1st class. Let me get this straight to the point. I promise this year will an unforgettable year for all of you if I'm chosen. Live long, Becky Armstrong. Becky smiled proudly, looking at the people cheering for her as she turned around, looking at Freen that are giving her judging look to her, and Becky raised her eyebrows after their eyes met. Dork. Freen stuttered before standing up, walking beside her, making Becky confused. My turn, Freen said, smiling before taking her mic as the smaller girl gasped in surprise, looking at Freen in disbelief. Hello, I'm Freen 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆 from the 1st class. Other than making this year as an unforgettable year, Freen took a quick teasing glance to the frustrated Becky before speaking again. If you vote for me as the student council president, I promise to always listen to your opinion and any needs about anything. Every single one of you can come to me with your ideas, and I promise to listen and speak to you, Freen said, ending with a sweet smile, making the crowd goes crazy. Oh my god, I get to talk to Freen. Yes, I have a lot of needs for you. Freen gave the mic back towards Becky, not forgetting to leave a small wink towards her. Becky can feel her blood boiling in anger, seeing how much Freen provoked her. Meanwhile, on the audience, their group of friends didn't stop cheering for them. Is it bad if I'm kind of shipping them? 𝖗𝖊𝖇 whispered. Very bad. Are you trying to get yourself killed by Becky? 𝖊𝖈 replied, looking at her girlfriend, who immediately shook her head before looking at the stage again. You do know that Becky hates her to the core, Non added, chuckling a little. Becky then take a deep breath as she decide to stop before walking back, sitting on the chair, following by Freen. It's getting hot in here, isn't it? So we will do the voting in a minute. Please write the name you choose to be the new school council president in that box over there. The paper will be passed shortly, 𝖊𝖇 explained, and turned towards the two girls who are currently looking away from each other. You guys can wait in the school council room. We will probably be done in an hour, he whispered, earning a nod from the two girls as they immediately stood up. Freen walked first, going straight inside the student council room while Becky followed her. The atmosphere became awkward and quiet, doing their own things. Becky took a quick glance towards Freen, basically just glaring at her, but then their eyes met when Freen turned her head, making Becky surprised. Why are you looking at me, Dora? I'm not looking at you. Stop being weird, can you? It's making me uncomfortable, Freen stuttered loud enough for Becky to hear. I am not weird, you are weird. How dare you steal my mic just like that? Don't you know any manner? Freen rolled her eyes before facing the girl who are sitting at the end of the couch. Not gonna lie, Becky is looking mad right now. That's how it works, Becky. You should have fight me back. Not my fault that you are weak. Freen shrugged her shoulder, leaning her body on the couch again. Becky scoffed bitterly before stood up from the couch, standing in front of Freen, who are looking up to her. Let's make a deal. If I win the election, you need to apologize to me and do everything I said for 3 days, Becky said. And if I win? Freen asked, raising her eyebrows. It's the other way around. Do you agree or not? Freen standing up from the seat too, facing the smaller girl in front of her, looking intently before nodding her head. Okay, deal. They shook their hands before quickly pulling away from each other after making their deal. Congratulations to Freen 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝑘 for winning the position of the new school council president. Shit. Becky have her head down, cursing repeatedly, and close her eyes, sighing in frustration. Regret is all over her face. Freen on the other hand smiled while doing her speech, every word's coming from the taller girl, just making Becky couldn't stay still on her seat, remembering their deal that she herself started it. It's too late to take it back. After all the applause, the students went back home, knowing it's already end of the school time, except for Freen and Becky, who are currently in the student council room along with Mrs. 𝖗𝖆. Congratulations, Freen, for becoming the school council president, and congratulations to Becky too for becoming the vice president. Mrs. 𝖗𝖆 smiled as they bowed politely towards the older woman. We will try our best, Mrs. Thank you for giving the opportunity, Freen said, smiling. I trusted both of you so much. I wish the best for both of you. You can go home now, Mrs. 𝖗𝖆 said, biting a goodbye towards the two teenagers before leaving the room. Becky quietly wear her backpack and follow the older woman, not until a hand grabbed her bag, making herself stop halfway, pulling her behind, and Becky can feel her back bump into the person. Where do you think you are going? Freen asked, still holding on her bag. Going home, of course. Where else? Becky replied. You remember the deal, right? Deal is a deal. Why, yes. How could I forget? Let's talk tomorrow, okay? Becky said, smiling awkwardly, and tried to walk away, but Freen pulled her bag again. The deal start tomorrow. Give me your number, so that I could tell you what my slave need to do for those 3 days. Becky madly turned around before facing the girl. Hey. Don't use the word slave, that's too mean. Okay, then whatever, as long as you won't run away from me, Freen replied, and Becky huffed before taking out her phone, giving it to the girl. Freen slowly took it and put her number, calling her phone just to make sure that she knew it is Becky's number. Nice, go home safely and sleep early because you have a long day tomorrow, Freen said, smirking, making Becky shot a death glare towards her. Meanie, I hate you, Becky said before walking away from the room. Oh, I would gladly say that the feeling is mutual. Freen shouted before Becky disappeared from her sight. She is the one who making the deal, and now she's getting mad. Such a pain in the ass, Freen mumbles in annoyance before getting her things, locking the room, and quickly walk out. As soon as Freen reached the gate, her chauffeur already arrived and she get into the black Rolls-Royce Phantom. How was school today, Miss Freen? It was great, Uncle Arun. I got the position for the school council president. Freen excitedly said, making the middle-aged man chuckle. Congratulations, Miss Freen. I know you will be getting the position. You are smart. I'm sure your parents will be proud, he replied, smiling. How about you? Aren't you proud of me too? Of course I am. Freen smiled, looking out of the window. Everyone said the same thing. Always proud of her, but she doesn't know why she still feels empty. It feels like something is clearly missing. Arrived at the big mansion in front of her, Freen walked out of the car carrying her bag just to be greeted by her maids. Welcome home, Miss Freen. What did you cook today, Auntie Me? I'm really hungry, Freen said as she followed the older woman to the kitchen and saw a lot of food on the dining table. I cooked your favorite food, miss, spicy pad thai, she replied, and Freen couldn't help but to smile excitedly sitting on the chair. Yes. Thank you so much. Have you eaten? Come eat with me, please. I need a company. Not yet, miss. I know you will need a company, me spoke before sitting beside the younger girl who already devouring the food. You know me well. Auntie Me, I won the election for the school council president and I finally beat Becky Armstrong, Freen said proudly. I know you will. Congratulations, Miss Freen. That's why you look like in a good mood. Is it because you finally got the position or because you finally beat her? Freen stopped for a moment and chuckled before taking another bite as she looks at the older woman before speaking again. Mostly, it was because I finally beat her and also we made a deal. What kind of deal? Whoever lose, will need to do whatever the winner said for 3 days, and that's mean, she will listen to whatever I said starting tomorrow. The older woman let out a small laugh looking at how happy Freen is. By the way, is Mom and Dad coming home tonight? Freen suddenly asked, making me look at her and guilty before slowly shake her head. But they will be back tomorrow, Freen. Freen just smile as she just keep eating her food. Now she know what she have been missing. Her parents' presence, care and attention. That's why she feel empty. You said the same thing yesterday, Freen replied and take a sip on the water. I will be in my room. Freen said, letting out a small smile, standing up, taking the plate and put it on the sink, washing it before quickly went to her room without waiting for the older woman explanation. Me sighed again looking at the figure disappeared. Becky's POV. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her. Why did I ever came out with that stupid fucking deal? You messed up, Becky, you literally lost in your own game. That annoying devil, what even worse is I work under her. I would rather step back from the position, damn it, what should I do? I lay on my bed looking at the ceiling on my room. School didn't even reach 1 week and yet it already feels like hell. I took a deep breath, inhaling and slowly exhaling as I closed my eyes. It's okay, Becky, just do your best in the exam and don't let 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆 take your first place. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do, don't worry, you are not losing, Becky. I look at the time showing it's 9 p.m. now. This is supposed to be my study time, but I don't even have a mood for that. It's all because of her. God, I hope I survive tomorrow. My phone suddenly came out with a notification. From that devil. Devil 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖆𝖘. Devil 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖆𝖘, I am excited to go to the school tomorrow, how about you? 9:05 p.m. Me, what the hell do you want? 9:05 p.m. Devil 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖆𝖘, hey, chill, I was just asking. Are you mad? 9:06 p.m. This bitch. Me, no I'm not, I am smiling right now. Yes, Miss Freen. 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖆𝖘, is there anything you need other than to annoy the shit out of me? 9:07 p.m. Devil 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖆𝖘, now you really sound like my servant. I guess you are practicing for tomorrow, huh? Great, I love it. 9:07 p.m. Me, servant your ass. I swear to go I'm gonna kill you after this over. 9:08 p.m. Me, I would really do it. 9:08 p.m. Devil 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖆𝖘, tomorrow, I want my breakfast on my table before I arrived. Sleep well, my servant Dora. 9:09 p.m. Me, did you just ignored me? 9:09 p.m. Me, hello? 9:10 p.m. Me, you bitch. 9:12 p.m. Me, I hate you 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖆𝖘. 9:13 p.m. Me, you really ignored me? 9:16 p.m. Me, FUCK. You. 9:21 p.m. Prepare your funeral, bitch.